Good evening, everyone.
Hello.
Hi there.
Hi, Don.
How are ya?
Hello.
I'm feeling like a non-creative genius. I'm looking at everybody else's stuff and going,
Oh,
maybe I should just delete mine.
A comparison is the thief of joy. It really is.
It's horrible. You guys are like talented and I'm not. And it's heartbreaking.
Well, you just keep doing it. I mean, I think there's a lot of people on here who are beginners, but at the same time, Gina, you got people on here like David Hayden and Mark Shaw, Steve Pamp. They've been doing it a while. So
Well, you didn't mention Elena. She hasn't done tabletop for a long time. Or she's not, I don't think I don't even know if she's on here yet, but
I don't see her here.
she's not a still photographer, but that woman is freaking right brain. All the way to the right. Did you see hers yet?
No, I have not. I looked at the pictures, but I have to actually click on them to see who they belong to, and I haven't done that.
Oh,
I just went down through here and went, oh my God.
it's unbelievable, isn't it?
Wow, just wow.
There are some talented people in this group.
Yeah.
Some talented people in the world, aren't there?
Yeah.
Well, I'm not talented with editing, so I had to turn mine in, but I didn't get to edit because it's difficult. So anyway, but it was fun.
I get so inspired by these classes. You think you're really dialed in on something, go, man, I nailed it. Then you look around and go, there's 1,500 other things I could have done. It's just wonderful. Yeah.
Well, look at the smoking gun. Holy crap. That blew my mind.
That's great.
I gotta share this with you. I had a weird phone call today. I answer the phone.
Look at
It's a number from California.
You have to come
I
around.
don't usually answer the phone if I don't know who's calling me. And I figure that's why God invented voicemail.
Amen.
He's great.
So but I did. For some reason, okay, I'll answer it. And it was a photographer that has been following me for a couple of years, but he was very upset.
Oh,
He said, look, photography's dead. It's over. There's no reason you should be shooting or telling people that they can be photographers when it's over. It's gone. AI is taking over everything.
Yeah.
And
so are cell phones.
Look at him
I
smoking.
burst out laughing. I mean, I couldn't help it. I mean, it really, I guess I hurt his feelings, but.
And this is pasta over in
See,
Italian.
Don, I'm
Yeah.
hearing about 3 conversations.
yeah, we're talking pasta and we're talking.
Someone's got their mic
AI.
on.
Yeah, someone has their mic on.
All right.
Yeah.
Don, do you think the call was AI generated?
I didn't think of that.
Were you talking to an actual person?
But I listened to him talk to me for a while, and I asked him a few questions, and it turns out he's exactly what I thought. He's an older guy. He's been a photographer for 40 years, and he's watching the business change. And instead of like adapting to it, he's like, oh, well, AI is going to take over everything. And I'm like, no, it's not. How is AI going to do a story on your town? How's AI going to go to David's, the stuff that David's doing in Pueblo, Colorado? There's no substitute for that. There's no let's make up a picture of what Harry's burger looks like. No, that's not how it works, folks.
Nope, AI is not going to go do that restaurant shoot.
And you want to level it up just a little bit more. There's an AI program that'll write a 5-paragraph essay for you. There's also an AI program that if you say, write a poem to me about President Trump, it will say, I'm sorry, I can't write a poem about that person because of the hate, blah, blah, blah. Write a poem about Joe Biden, and it will write a poem about Joe Biden.
Yeah. So which makes me say, whether you like Trump or Biden doesn't matter.
Right.
We have
Correct.
an AI that is now acting like a human
Yeah,
who programmed it.
yeah,
And if you're a Joe Biden fan and you think, oh, that's really funny, he won't write about Trump, just imagine when other people take it over.
Right.
If we're not going to have it open and transparent, folks, we're all going to be in trouble.
right.
I think the AI generated art, I don't call it art, I call it output. The AI generated output will achieve art status when you give it a prompt and it makes something, and then it says, I'm sorry, Dave, I can't let you use that. Let me try again. I think I can do better.
If you
When
seem
that
angry, Dave,
happens,
are you
I'll-
upset, Dave?
what's that?
Are you upset, Dave? You seem angry. Take a spacewalk, Dave.
I can't
Well-
do that, Dave.
And you know, it's also it's generating art from art it finds, correct?
Yes.
I mean, it's okay, so I don't understand how that gets through the plagiarism lens.
It's, well, a lot of people, you're not alone. You're not alone. Remember what we were taught? All of us here were taught when growing up, when we created something, we had to give it attributes.
Right.
And we had footnotes of where we got stuff. As of November 2020, that's not important anymore. They're writing big articles with no footnotes and no attributes because they don't know. This is a problem. But one company I've never enjoyed is Getty. I do not like Getty, but all of a sudden I'm a Getty fan. Getty is suing the makers of the AI for $1.7 trillion.
I
That's
read
what I
that
said the other
yesterday.
day.
Unbelievable.
Remember, I said that the other day. These are going to be the first guys going after him. Getty would be.
$1.7 trillion.
Well, and they have a strong case with those fake,
course they do.
almost Getty watermarks. I mean,
Yeah, the watermarks and the fact that you can go on there and say, make a blah, blah, blah in the style of a photographer that belongs to Getty. See, they never should have put that crap in there because that's an absolute thing. Anyway, let's get to look at it. We got everybody here. Let's get to looking at some pictures here. None of these pictures were created by AI. Gary, are you here, Gary? Big Gary.
I'm here.
There you are.
Hi,
This is excellent photograph, my friend.
thank you.
Really, really cool. It's got everything going for it. How much of the red background is Photoshop and how much of it was in the shot?
The red background was just a layer in Photoshop,
Okay.
and I used a multiply to blend it.
Yeah. Because what I think is really striking about it is that I can't use red for my color. I'll have to use blue. Is that it's so flat from here to there.
Mhm.
I think it has to be. You know, it just has to be like a poster paint.
Right.
And the gun, is that a 22?
Yeah, it's an old 22 that I bought back in the 70s, actually. So,
Yeah, and then the smoke.
that was a candle.
Okay.
I lit a candle and took a bunch of pictures of the shadow that the smoke created. I just put it in the place of the gun and then cut it and warped it a little bit to get it to come out of the barrel.
Yeah, that's a very, very nice shot. Super graphic. Yep.
It was hard getting the gun to stand up, though. I had to use a coat hanger down the barrel to get it to actually stay. So
Okay. And then just shot it with a bare speedlight.
bare speed light. Yep.
Looks like a Ruger.
It's a Browning.
Browning.
Uh-huh. What's it called? A marksman or something like that. I'm trying to remember.
Very nice, man. Nicely done.
Thank you.
That's this would make a hell of a poster, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
And the nice thing about it, Gary, is you're on both sides of the debate here.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's pretty open to interpretation.
Yeah, I mean, anybody could buy it and use it for whatever they wanted, so,
Yeah.
Make a great movie poster for like an action movie or something.
yeah, absolutely.
For book cover.
All right,
Thank
very
you.
good.
I appreciate that. Thanks.
Catherine,
Yes, Don.
I just figured out what this was. Oh, okay. Cool shadow.
Thank you.
And that's all shadow, isn't it? What's the, what did you use for this? This Photoshop?
No, it's just a piece of paper laying there, and then I darkened everything a little bit in Photoshop.
Really, really nice.
Thanks.
It really is, you know, you can barely make out the watch. Like I said, when I first looked at it, I was like teacup or, you know, something like that, because of the shadow. That's really, really cool. I would just give you a little bit of, see the softness right here,
Yeah.
right here. I'd probably trim that down a little bit with a, you know, a brush in Photoshop. Just get rid of those two little areas right there. Other than that, it works out really well.
Okay, thank you.
And I love
I'll do that.
I love your diagonal to create some sort of shape there. And the watch face isn't really showing, but really doesn't have to, because it's really not about the watch. It's about the great.
Well, the watch face had a half one color and half the other. So I just sort of masked it out so it wasn't distracting.
All right, good. Yeah. And it's not really a picture of a watch. It's a picture of the shadow that the watch makes. Very, very nice.
Thank you.
Thank you for that. And this is how you did it. All right, so okay. Oh, your flash is just a bare flash.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yes, that's come in handy a time or two.
yeah, think?
I
Yeah,
got one just like it. I love them.
I know. I bought, you recommended it.
Yeah, that's how you teach yourself lighting. Yes, right? Set your light up
What?
and put the power in the distance, and you think, okay, F8. Then you test it with your light meter, and it won't take you very long, a couple of months, and you'll be knowing where to put that. You'll just know at a quarter power, it goes here, and it'll give me F8. You'll be so close. But that's not necessarily the best use of a meter. The best use of a meter is to finding your ratios and blending ambient. That's really nice. Good for you, Catherine.
Thank you.
How do you like that kneeward flash?
How do I what?
How do you like that kneeward flash?
I do. I bought it when I was taking your other class, and I've used it quite a bit.
It's a good solid flash.
Mhm.
Very nice. Thank you. Mr. Cosentino.
Hey, Dan.
Hi, Joe.
Hi.
This is cool.
Wasn't sure about the grapes.
I'm not sure about the grapes, but if I take it out in my mind's eye, whether they're there or not, they're both good shots.
Yeah, I mean, it looked okay without the grapes, and I just
Yeah.
decided to put this one in.
Putting a shadow on the sweep, that's cool. Is that paper?
Yeah.
A nice little highlight going down here too.
That's actually from the window, even though it didn't use window light, but the window light was just enough to pick up in the bottle.
Yep. Yeah, you got nice highlights all the way through here. Looks like a
That's
hard
the
light.
spot.
We're
That's
getting
right.
those little guys from the hard light. How far away is your light before we go over there and look at it?
Probably 7 or 8 feet, as far away as I could get it on the left-hand side there.
Over here?
Yep.
Okay, you have a reflector on. I want everybody to notice that. He has a reflector on. And what the reflector does, as the light comes out of the flash tube, it hits this side of the reflector and this side of the reflector, and it scatters. Okay? So when you do that, you get a bit of a
Soft.
softer edge. If you want the edge to be tack sharp, like right up here, take the reflector off and just use the bulb, the bare bulb. You'll get a sharper edge to it. But that's what makes it fun, is you have some control over how you want that edge to work.
I started with just the bare bulb, and the power output just wasn't enough to really light the whole set.
Okay.
From that distance. And instead of setting up a second light, I just threw that reflector on, and it gave enough light to get, like, I think it was f11.
Very good. Very good. And what lens you got?
It's a 24 to 70
Okay,
on the Z2.
nice. Very nice, Joe. Good,
Thanks.
good portfolio piece. Italian pasta.
Indeed.
That's pretty cool. That's a
just wanted to do
post.
something
That's a
super
poster right
graphic.
there.
Right? This is like an assignment that screams do something graphic. So
Yeah. Now, is that paper that you're using?
it is, there are these little vinyl sheets for like a Cricut machine, and the green, like neither color was spot on for the flag, but I used the closest green and closest red I had and just did some like hue adjustment in Photoshop to make
Okay.
it match out. But you'll see, in fact, you can see the actual green in that little shot I posted in the comments. I had an unexpected fit. There's some reflection or some stuff from the flash in there that I ended up having to mask the spaghetti to get rid of it, because I didn't want that in the picture. So
This lighter color here?
yep.
I have a feeling that's a reflection of the light source on the surface.
Yeah, I think it probably is. I just didn't know if there was anything I could do other than change surfaces to
Move
reduce
move the light, because what you're getting here is that I imagine that you have at angle wise, you're coming down on the pasta, right?
Yeah.
And your light is like over here. So the light's doing this. It's reflecting off this, and this will happen on paper, folks. I mean, so foam core will give you a hot spot from a hard light. I imagine that's what it is. Is that pretty much like what your lighting was?
Yeah, you'll see in the next one. It's doing almost exactly that, because I was trying to get it, like it was easy to get that shadow off so it would escape the paper. So I kind of had to shoot for the shadow as opposed to anything else.
Is the pasta in like a clear vase or something?
No, and I won't tell my husband this because we'll probably still eat the pasta, but I have this little cord, like Velcro cord thing that came with my hairdryer to like cinch up the cord at the end.
Oh,
I just took that around the middle of the pasta and spread it out. Like you can buy sometimes like Asian noodles that are super thin that come with that tape around them. I'm like, I tried dental floss and that did not work.
Well, I thought maybe it might have been a reflection off clear
Off of the
glass or
vase?
something. Yeah.
Yeah, that would have probably done it.
no, this is so super clever. Very cool.
Thank you.
Very cool. And you're coming straight down, so you don't even, without the shadow, you'd have no idea the depth, right?
Right, nothing at
Shadow
all.
gives it the depth. Yeah, cool. Nicely done.
She was the one that asked on Facebook about the white splotch
Yeah,
that was coming around the green.
yeah, that's what we were just talking about, it being a
Now you-
reflection.
Reflection.
You moved your camera over here though, right? For that other shot?
You know what, that is, I did not. I moved my focus point a little bit. So I did do like 3 different shots from that same setup, but I never moved the camera.
You did move the
Is that the-
camera and the light. Oh, well, in that case, I don't think my explanation works.
Okay.
I think that's what I was saying. I think it's where the highlight is, or it's a reflection where the flash is coming down and hitting the surface.
That's what I thought, but if she
Was
hasn't moved it, look at where the flash is. She
Yeah,
didn't
but
move the camera.
what was your,
I don't-
did you have your flash zoomed? Do you know what your zoom was on your flash?
You know what? Give me a second and I'll tell
That's
you. I have
probably
a photo up.
that's probably what it is. It's probably the
Probably about, because if you have it like wide open 24 millimeters, it's going to spread a wider beam. So
Yeah, I had it wide, so that maybe I will play with the zoom and see what that does to change it. I haven't played with that much.
Wait,
So
yeah,
was there a ceiling light?
the ceiling light's on, usually that doesn't impact stuff, but there is, if you go back and look, I was pixel peeping at it today, trying to figure it out still, and
well, do
something
this.
else in
Is
the
it,
room is reflecting on the red, so I need to just start turning off the overhead light when I
Is-
shoot, because
is this set still set up?
no, I mean, I
Okay.
can set it back up pretty easy though.
Okay.
It's not like
All right. I
I
was
still
gonna
got the
say
box
you
of
could,
pasta.
if you moved your light down to here to see if that thing still happened, and I bet it wouldn't. It happens
Yeah,
up
and
here.
I did try something. I could go back and look. I did take some shots with it down lower, and like that's when I discovered it was making the shadow go too far. But like, or I couldn't get the look of like the shadow just didn't look right down there. It was just a blob. So,
Well, I like it. It's very clever.
yeah, thank
I
you.
don't know how you thought of it, but you did. Really fun. Really
I don't know,
fun.
lots of clever people in here tonight. So,
Steve Pamp.
Hey, Don.
Hey, Steve. That's how did you do the
So that was a piece of trash, actually. I was looking for something that was kind of translucent enough to cast a shadow, but it wouldn't be a really hard shadow. So I found a piece of bubble wrap and twisted it around a piece of wire so I could make it into a shape. And then I just held it up in front of the, in between the flash and the set, and took, a bunch of shots until I found one that looked good.
That's cool. I love the light coming through the ice cubes. It's so neat with the light coming through and doing that, whatever you would call it, that little funky. That's cool. That's a cool shot. What is this line there?
Don't know. It's probably something from the light. I don't know.
Something's
Just
happening.
one speed light. Yeah.
Yeah, I would take that white line out.
I didn't even notice that. Yeah.
Yeah, this one's fine. That one's fine because it is a single light, but something's happening here. This might be, it might be that. It might be that shiny thing there flipped over and coming back onto the top of this glass. But I would take that out only because it looks like a scratch.
Gotcha. Yeah. No, I don't know what that is. I didn't even notice it. You're right. Yeah.
Yeah, really cool. Fix that guy right there too. Well, got a little something going on right there. I don't know if that's a piece of dust or what, but get rid of that.
I think it's a reflection out of the acrylic ice cubes.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's really cool. Wow, where these are the little cheapy.
Yeah. Oh yeah. The Amazon, $5 ones.
Yep. Don't ever use them for liquor, but they're fine for iced tea and soda.
Why not for liquor? Could you drink it?
Oh, no, they don't look good in if you're doing scotch or something like that, they just don't look good. The other thing is they float. And so when they float up to the top, so if you're doing iced tea or soda, right? You can let your ice float all the way to the top and it's okay. But if you're pouring scotch or something, they're sitting on top of the scotch.
Yeah, it doesn't look good.
Yep. Yeah, very cool. Yep, single speed light. You're gonna like this. Most of you guys are using single lights. That's all you're gonna use next week as well. One light source, except it's a really big light source.
Okay.
One big light. I love this, Jim.
Well, thanks.
Beautiful.
That's so, yeah. It's like a piece of modern art.
Mhm.
Yeah, I found that little bottle at the Goodwill for $1. Really, it's really pretty. It's like a little blue bottle. I don't know what it is for sure, but it's
It's a Hopicary bottle, a medicine bottle from a long time ago.
okay.
There.
And I found that I guess there's a shelf at the Habitat for Humanity store.
Wow.
Cool. Where did you get the flower?
That was from a bouquet of flowers that I received from my work.
Let's see how you lit it. Bare bulb.
Right. I probably had the light back probably a couple, 3 more feet.
And you use the flag to keep the light off the background.
Right. Then I got that white card to light up that one edge of the shelf there.
Oh, right here.
Yeah.
Cool. That's a well thought out image. Well thought out. It's simple, but it really makes sense. I like it.
Hey, you have time for one more fast question?
Sure.
You see that picture right down there? So that was with my power shot, my G9.
Uh-huh.
I found that a couple weeks ago, and it's a nice little camera.
I have a G10.
Yeah.
I love
I
it.
was looking for a little power shot. This one actually shoots it raw, but I did this one with a JPEG.
Yeah. Do you remember when they first came out?
No, this one came out in 2010. This one did.
2010, yeah. The G10 came out in 2011. And a photographer from California, a big wildlife shooter, he took his 1DS Mark II and his G10 and did the same shot. He made sure the cropping was the same. And then he printed 16 by 20s and had 5, 6 of his friends come over to pick out which was which. And the G10 beat the 1DS Mark II. That's when you think that, you know, Canon is making their $800 camera was better than their $8,000 camera, and even better than their $3,000 5D Mark II. Just craziness.
Oh yeah, that G9 is a really nice little
Really
camera.
nice, really nice camera. Lovely. I love your idea. Really lovely shot. David, what is the color in the item?
That's a cookie, by the way. It's a decorative cookie that he's using.
I just took the brush because it was shot in color. So I just took a brush and just changed the color temperature inside. That's all I did. You know.
And what is that a cup of coffee or something?
That's a lens ball. Someone gave me a lens ball for Christmas, and I don't know what to do with the thing. So I just
you
threw
did that with it. That worked. Wow, man. This is a piece of sculpture from the gallery?
No, it's just a thing Sherry has.
Oh, okay.
It's a lens ball.
It's right here, this one thing.
Yeah, it's just a round clear ball, and the original thing is people would shoot through them and they'd get these, like using a super wide panorama, you get kind of weird effects from it. Really.
You know,
Oh, it's a
another
crystal
thing you
ball.
can do. Another thing you can do with the lens ball is I put it in a dark room and then used colored lights and swirled them all around it on a long exposure. Came up with some really neat looking things.
Cool.
That could be fun. Yeah.
I'll post one.
I'd love to see it. Yeah.
Okay, I'll post some.
This is really cool, David. I'd print it on metallic paper, Stick it at the gallery.
Yeah, when I was doing it, I was thinking of what I could do for a gallery. That's a format. I have plenty of frames that size, so.
Oh, you do? You have these long frames?
Yeah, I've got some, well, I buy the metal frames from Hobby Lobby. I can buy them any length and width I want and throw them together. I just have to cut the mat.
Cool. Yeah, really, that's a neat shot.
Yeah, I wanted the white space and, because I don't usually shoot with a lot of white space.
And you
so
had to clean up this white space, right?
little bit, not a whole lot, but a little bit.
Yeah, I would imagine the inverse square law would have made it just a little bit grayer over here.
Yeah, quite a bit, even though the light was probably 8.5 feet away, there was definitely fall off going across there.
Yeah.
So I just cut out made a layer out of the part itself and then just pushed the brightness. You know, I didn't substitute one in, I just pushed it. So
Sure. Really, really clever, David.
that's the
standing up version.
Yeah.
It's not as graphic as this. This is the shot.
Yeah, I thought so.
Yeah, we can see what's going on here. This, we got to think about it. We got to go, what?
What the heck is that?
Yeah. All right. Very good, man.
Thank you.
There's your thing.
Yeah, actually, the other shot, the one I put on Facebook with the flower, this is the setup.
Oh, okay.
Put that on the floor on a white card and spin the light around, and that's the setup for the other. So I didn't do anything fancy.
Nice. Really good.
Thank you.
Oh, Linda, love your horizon here. The thing going, but so sharp going back, and then it pops right up. That's neat. Also, the way the light's coming through there is really, really nice. I want you to, are you there, Linda?
Yes, hi.
Hi.
Here.
I want you to do one little thing for me because,
Okay.
and I can't tell you if it's going to look good or bad. I want you to do it and then figure out which one you like. I'd like to see you remove that, and that. Just remove it. I think it might look good, but I'm wondering if it might look too flat. Okay.
Okay.
Do it on a new layer, you know, just kind of touch it on a new layer and put it up on Facebook. Let's see what it looks like. I'd like to see it. I don't mind those at all because it is a hard light, which this is very motivated by the hard light. I don't mind it at all. It's just when I first look at it, my eye goes right to that one.
I might even say if you do one where you remove it, take it to 50% too. So that way they're still there.
Yeah, that's
just
an idea.
turn down.
Okay.
Yeah. Nice.
Remember using the Coke and stuff back in the 80s and 90s, Don? Yeah, I was thinking of that with a star filter on it and just to get that sort of star radiation from those points. And
I still have my star Koken.
yeah, I do too.
I got the 5-point and the 8-point.
Yeah, I've got the 8-point.
Yeah. I haven't, I'm sure like you, we haven't put it on the front of the camera for a couple of decades.
It gives me an idea though.
Absolutely. That's just really nice, Linda.
Thank you.
That's really nice. Oh.
So
well,
my behind the scenes is at the very end because my bad, I posted the wrong behind the scenes and just saw that about 5:30 today. So there's a white card on the right side. And then there is a Barabal Godox flash on the right, about 10 feet back. So
that's the stand for the Godox back there.
no, here. These are two images.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But that stand back there, that's the Godox, right?
No, it was to the left of me. So right down the center, that is two images.
Yeah, I know. I'm just pointing
Okay.
at those legs there.
Yeah.
Yeah, because the light has to be coming from there, so that to put that shadow. That's neat. Well done, Bear Bulb Godox. That's best reason in the world to own that flash. Really cool. Thank you. Love it. Greg Robinson. Greg's not here. Mark, will you remind me to come back to Greg if he pops in?
Yep, will do.
All right. Gina. Gina here? Oh, there you are. Are these acorns?
Yes, they're the same ones from the first assignment.
Okay.
I thought I would get my money's worth out of them.
Absolutely. You paid so much. I love the way you put the light on this one, the light up against that shadow. So it pops. You did the same thing here. You did the same thing here. That gives it real dimension. Now I take it this has got to be mixed light, sunlight and strobe.
No, it's just sunlight. It's there's a window right behind them that has a blind on it.
Okay.
And I twist and twist and twist until the shadows from the blinds look.
Okay. All right. Yeah, really, that's fun. That's a great. Looks like a singing group, right? With the singing up there and
That's funny.
The popular title people are giving me is hedgehogs.
sure, we'll go with
Yeah,
that.
I'm not seeing it, but it works.
There's some scuffs on the table I want you to take out, okay? I don't care about these. I want you to get rid of those. That one, that one, that one. Leave this is fine. These little white ones right over here because they pop out so bright. Just healing brush them. All
Okay.
the little white ones right there. And I would take that scratch out because it's got a shape to it. Take that out. The rest of it can stay. Got to make sure that the eye doesn't
Okay.
get tripped up by the little bright areas on there. Lets it see the item. That's cool.
Oh.
Yeah, very nice. Just a window.
Yeah, super simple. That's who I am.
And what was your
I didn't think to
aperture?
put my settings on.
Can you remember your aperture? Because this one's just starting to go out of focus here. I would imagine you're somewhere around f4 or 5, 6.
I'm gonna guess 8. That's my go-to, but
Okay.
it could be lower.
Well, you are awfully
higher.
close. You're very,
Yeah.
very close with your lens. All right. Thank you. Thank you very much. Nicely done. Denica. Denise. Denica. Denise.
Yes, I'm here.
Hi, how are
Hi.
you? So is this your intrepid friend back here holding the card for you? Denise, are you there?
Maybe that's Denise hiding. Just kidding.
Is she muted?
No,
No,
she
she's
was
not.
there.
She
She's
was
not
there.
muted.
This is when you ask your friend to come over to help you make a picture, and they like change their clothes, comb their hair, shave, do all the things. And they go, oh, I'm gonna be in a picture, and then you go, yeah, can you hold this board?
Well, that's when they refuse to sign the model release.
That's right. I'm sorry, I don't think the hands are recognizable. Well, let's watch for her to pop back in here.
Uh,
That's so
I
cool.
think I think she's back.
Can you hear me?
Now I
Yeah.
can.
Okay. So I thought and I have a point and shoot, and it's a Canon SX 700 HS,
Yeah.
and my setting was on auto, and try to think, about the
Did you shoot it in RAW or did you shoot it in JPEG?
JPEG.
JPEG. And how much Photoshop did you put into it?
This one has none. One. I just made it brighter,
Okay,
and then
because I was going to say most point and shoots will make that white background gray.
yes.
Yeah, and you just popped it open.
Mm-hmm.
I love those point and shoots. I have a PowerShot SX 130, so I have a much earlier version of what you have. I love it. Look how sharp this is. I thought point and shoot cameras weren't supposed to be sharp, guys. Looks pretty darn sharp to me. And who did you get to hold your card for you?
That was my husband, back there. And I did like 30 shots, and that's the one I liked the best. And then on the other critique of my thing, you had said about the sides. I went back on the one on my computer, and I took off on the right side those little gray spots. Like there's it's right along the line.
Oh, okay. Oh yeah, you had something shadow up here.
Yeah, those little ones right on the right hand side. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, this looks really great.
Thank you.
This looks really great. Can I share something with you?
Please.
I think that's a cool shot. I think that's a cool shot.
I was thinking the same thing. I thought that's a great idea.
It's like, I'm thinking, wouldn't this be fun to do a series of photographs of your husband, right? Holding a card in front of his face with things that are shadowing in front of the cards. Make that a series. Just go out one afternoon and with the same card and just do things with us, like a shadow of a light pole on it.
It was windy, and we were just, I needed his help.
Yeah.
My buddy.
You can go to the grocery store. Is this pasta good?
Oh yeah, I like yours, the pasta. Oh my gosh.
I like this is really, really nice, Denise. This is making
Thank you.
beautiful print.
The other thing that bothers me though, and I took out the other ones, that one little green leaf that's like a light green.
Here?
Yeah.
It doesn't bother me, but if it bothers you, go in there and take that leaf and just color it one of these other colors.
Oh.
Cut the leaf and make it match that color right there.
Okay.
Yep. What you do is you cut the leaf out, and then you pop it to a new layer, and then you use your colorize palette to change the hue a little bit, and you can get it to match exactly what you have there. And the one other last thing that I missed before, I would go ahead and take this out as all right. I would take this out as well.
Those little sides. Yeah.
The things where they're just coming in like that.
Yeah. I agree.
Yeah. So it's just this one coming in and the shadow. Really cool.
Thank you.
Well, this is fun. Jan here?
No, she's got a note on there. She won't be in the review, but she's going to watch, or she won't be in the class, but she'll watch the review.
This is really nice, Jan. I think this is great. What a fun idea for it. Looks like daylight, right? midwinter afternoon sunlight. She says, should the shadows be darker? I don't think so. I don't think so. I think it's very clever. Great job. Nice. Super job. How'd you like that for a studio? Oh my. That's really nice.
It looks like, is that like a Florida room or something?
She called it a conservatory, but that's what it looks like to me. Like I would call it here, I would call it an Arizona room.
Right.
You know, just windows all the way around.
All the way around.
Yeah. And here in Arizona, we also call that a double broiler.
Right. In August.
In
Could
August,
get you
yeah.
a roll. Could you imagine having a couple rolls of transloom, and
Yeah.
that is one big softbox.
Oh man, really nice. Nicely done, Jan. Really nicely done. Mark Shaw, you found the graphic hidden inside the bottle. Here.
I had fun with this, Don. I didn't think I was going to use this, but I tried it and I just thought, yeah, I really like this.
You got the texture is really fun down there. And then you got the shape of the bottle that we don't get to see. We don't see any of it. The only way we know that it's a bottle is that. That's really great. Kind of looks like a card, doesn't it?
It does.
Card. Very cool. You let the background gradient out here, which gives the picture motion. If I were to tell you to do anything on this, Mark, I would tell you to take this bottle here. Come on. Take this bottle and just brighten it up a little bit.
Okay.
10-15% max. Okay. Bring it up because it's a little, for my eyes, a little bit dark brown there, and I want to see a little bit more gold so that it spells out why that's happening.
Okay.
Yeah, really cool.
Thanks, Don. Yeah, I can do that. That's
24 to 70 at 70. So you're up pretty high. Nicely done, Mark.
Thanks, Don.
Yeah, explore the shape of the bottle by showing us the shadow only. We have no other information about the bottle. And
Thank you, sir.
Bare bulb real close. Look at that. That is why you got the fall off. Inverse square law. Yep. You're so close that it's falling off really fast.
You know, Don, I'll tell you, the power requirements for that bulb are way different than the other heads that I have for that unit. Like, for example, if I used either the strobe head or the round head for that, I could easily overpower that shot at 1/64th power. Whereas I think I had that set at about 1/8 power in order to get what I got.
Okay. So you're saying that this bare bulb
needs a lot more power.
Okay. That's probably because it's spreading.
Yep.
So when you have a reflector around it, you know, have that reflector around it like this, and it's tunneled out here. All of this light is hitting the side of the reflector being forced forward.
Yep.
When you do this, this light here just lights up the room. Just spreads everywhere. Yeah, cool.
So would you use a cone or a cinefoil or something like that?
You could, if you wanted to really, if you wanted to keep the light off the walls, okay? It's not going to make the light any more bright, but if you wanted to keep the light off the walls, you could put a black paper cone over it. And then you'd have just that bright light coming out the front, but the black paper isn't going to increase the light much, a little bit, but not much. It would just keep any reflections that you're lighting up the room showing. You'd be a little more control of the light if you need it. I don't think Mark needed it in this spot here. But yeah, you could do that. Cool. Ah, nice. Nice.
Thanks,
Mark.
Don.
Yeah, really fun. Murray,
Hey, Don.
how did you think of this?
I've been admiring the coffee filters for some time, thinking I need to photograph them. So, yeah.
It's not the
Oh,
coffee.
those are coffee filters?
Yeah.
I thought they were
Oh,
cupcakes.
I did
Thought they
too.
were what?
Cupcake holders?
Oh, no, they're coffee filters.
Yeah, just don't ever tell me that there's nothing to shoot. There's 3 coffee filters, which I think are priced at about a third of a penny each. I don't know. But look at this really nice photograph. Mari, that's really nice. I love the way the light is like brighter here. It's almost like they're glowing, which they basically are from the light coming through. Then we get this great backlight here and the shadow of this. This is cool. This is a great shot.
Thanks.
Yeah, this is a great shot. I want to see how you lit it. Yeah, don't ever tell me there's nothing to shoot. No, that's cool. And you're down pretty close with it. It says 24 to 70, but you've got to be out at a bit of a wide angle here to get that hole, right?
It was, I think I said 51. 51 millimeters.
51?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that's cool. Good for you. Have you shown this to anybody?
Just my husband. I actually struggled with this assignment. I was not liking a lot of things that I tried. I don't know. I think it's I don't know, the harsh light to make hard shadows was just like the light was not looking. I didn't like the light on the subjects. This was different though, I guess.
Yeah, I think that I think if I were you, I'd make a big print of this, 16 by 20. Yep. Be very cool. Definitely be something people would look at. Absolutely. Phyllis.
Phyllis isn't here tonight. She's her husband has some health problems, but
Okay.
She asked you to please review it and she'll watch the recording.
Okay. So this is coming up like this and throwing this shadow then. Right? Gotta be. Let's look at the behind the scenes. That's pretty fun there. It's a roll of tape. Who knew? I didn't know. That's cool, Phyllis. And that, what is this, like a torn part of the paper?
That's what it looks like.
Yeah, that's really fun. I would
Oh,
love,
that's why you need tape. The paper's torn.
probably, yeah. I would love to see this piece of tape extend in front of this cardboard to see what it looks like. But I know she lined it up. That's what's called a tangent here. That's a tangent. I know she lined it up on purpose to make it almost surrealistic in a way. You really can't figure out what it looks like. I'd fix that right there, Phyllis, that little, whatever that looks like, a little scratch or something. I'd fix that, but the rest of it, that's a very cleverly done optical illusion. Fun. What's her light here? This? Must be this. This must be your light. Camera out over it.
She said it was lit with a loom cube, I
Now
thought.
that looks like a loom cube right there. In fact, it looks like several loom cubes. But yeah, but that looks like a loom cube right there. That's neat, Phyllis. How inventive, very clever, but more than very clever, very well done. You know, it's a good concept, well executed. I like that very much. All right, hold on here. We got Greg, because I saw Greg just pop in there. Hey, Greg, how you doing?
Hey, very good. How you doing?
Good. Showing all the intricacies of the glass. Now,
Yes.
you didn't put it behind the scenes, so how did you do it?
I just had a speed light off to the right-hand side with a snoot on it.
Okay.
I got the idea for a snoot from people last week.
Yeah.
So I had my 8200 with the round head and the snoot, and I kind of pointed at the bottom of the glass.
Okay. I like it. I would just kill these two guys right here.
Okay.
Because they kind of tell us how you did it, right?
Yep.
And we don't need them. They don't add anything to the shot, but they detract by being very bright next to something very dark. And your eye goes right to it. And also, it's the only gray on here. Let's colorize that patch of gray. Because everything else is brown.
Yep.
Got a little bit of something going on here. I'd take a look at it. I'm not telling you to get rid of it, but take a look at it.
Okay.
Let's get rid of that gray up there. Glass looks really good here.
They're floated.
From what?
Mom gave me a whole bunch of lettuce and veggies, and they're just laying down with their stomachs hanging out because they ate so much.
Never overfeed your guinea pigs, folks.
Oh no, look at that.
Oh, true guinea pigs. Do you ever hear them pass gas?
Probably.
No, this one's still alive because it hasn't peed on me.
She's huge.
She's huge.
Oh, the camera. I'm
Go
not
for it.
used to your camera. It keeps going towards me.
Bye. Nicely done, Greg. Really cool.
Cool, thanks.
Yeah. Yeah, we really needed guinea pigs. Did we ever? Hey, Dad, just bringing some guinea pigs home. No, you're not. Elena. Elena, is Elena here?
Yes, I'm here. Hi.
This is really cool.
Thank you.
This is really cool. I love the shadow of the fork. Look at that. And that looks like a desk lamp.
Yes.
There's always somebody in the class who does work with a desk lamp. Okay. And you think, well, I'm a photographer. I use pro photos. They got a desk lamp up here. The problem is, the really terrible problem is, every time that happens, they end up doing really good shots like this. And you think, why the hell did I spend a lot of money? I could have gone to IKEA and gotten a couple of these guys. That's a great shot. I just think that's great.
Thanks. It's a great story. I
Yeah,
love the story.
the coffee's okay. The little delicacy over here, no. But Elena, you ate it, didn't you?
No, I didn't eat it.
That little
No,
character.
this one was eaten by my husband. I still have another one
Okay.
for another shot, saving it for another shot.
Yeah, that's That's so nice. And look what that bare bulb does, guys. When you look at it, it's so far away from the surface. Did you have to do much to the white background? It looks like it stayed pretty clean.
I had to clean some. It was not very far, wasn't far enough. There was full of, and I had to clean dark area here.
Okay.
So it wasn't very dark, but it was noticeable.
Yeah. But having the lights back so far, look how sharp the shadows are here. That's really cool. I love the lace cut out of the glass. So we get this weird, there's so many optical illusions here. Look, it kind of looks like a cat. That's fun, Elena. Good job.
Thanks.
Good job. What lens did you use?
It was 35 millimeter prime lens,
On which camera?
Nikon.
Okay. Nicely done.
Hi, Don. How's it going?
Good, Carl.
Yeah, for this one, I followed your advice of when you have the shot, like, keep going. I don't know if it was your advice or just the story you're telling, but I had it like vertically for the longest time, and then for some reason I just wasn't liking how it looked vertically. I thought like it was just, it needed something else.
You just try it, you know? What
Yeah.
the heck? All right, you got this. See how this? You got this where it's bright and it goes right in here, and we got this black line over here.
Yeah.
I would clean that black line up to make it half as thick as it is. So it's really thin. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. And all you
Yeah, I
got
was
to
actually
do-
thinking about getting rid of the line entirely, but then I was wondering about,
Then you lose your
it's like a
horizon.
different color. Because one's
Yeah,
white and one's kind of like off-white.
Maybe, but I think you can't get rid of it totally, because you will lose the whole idea of the shot being crooked and it'll look like it's kind of floating there. But I would
Yeah.
take that thing and just basically cut a part out here, move it to a new layer, Command J, and then just slide it over until that's just a hairline going across.
Okay.
You got your light, a very strong light creating the shadow here, which is really cool. But you also have a light creating these highlights.
Yeah. Yeah, I added that in at the last minute too. That was another like add-on. For a long time, I was using one light, and then I was like, I'll try. Because I saw in your diagram, you had a light coming from the side. And I just wanted to see what that would do. I mean, actually, at first I had it to the side, and then it was making it look backlit for some reason. So then I was just using the one light, and then I added the side light too.
Yeah. Well, the side light gives it dimension. These
Yeah,
highlights, even though they're big highlights, they shape this ukulele really well. They're nice and bright. They're poppy. All of your light is poppy, so they're motivated by that.
Yeah.
And what lens did you use, Carl?
140 millimeter. So I was actually like at the other side of the room.
Yeah.
It was hard to get the whole thing in because there was such a like telephoto lens.
Yeah. And is it focus stacked?
No.
Okay. Oh, great work with the depth of field. It's absolutely tack sharp here, tack sharp there, and tack sharp down there, which I think it has to be. I don't think this shot works if it's out of focus. I think it works really well being sharp like that.
Thanks.
Very good.
Yeah, the lights were a lot farther away too. I think in the caption I just said I moved them in closer just to get them in the photo.
Yeah.
So like, yeah, they're just far away.
Yeah. Yeah, you can tell they're fairly far away because that shadow remains pretty sharp up through here. You had a reflector on it, right?
No reflector.
This is that pro photo with the little.
That's just part of the light. It doesn't have a reflector on it.
But
yeah,
it's
just bare bulb.
Is it a bare bulb or is it that cap?
It's bare bulb. I don't know. That's just like part of the design. I think that's for when you want to put a cap on it.
Oh,
it's
okay.
like metal there, but yeah, it's just a bare bulb.
Yeah. Very cool.
Hey,
Terry
Dawn.
Ross.
Dawn.
Yes.
Greg's joined us now.
Who?
Greg, you said to let you know, and Greg jumped in.
Oh yeah, I just did his picture.
Oh, I had computer issues, sorry.
No problem. Just did his picture.
You lost your job, Mark. You
I'm
can't do
sorry.
that.
Oh, I had to restart. It was horrible. I don't know what the heck was going on.
All righty. Terry,
Hello.
hi. You've
Hi.
got so many cool things happening. I love this gradient. Nice. You've got this coming in at it's just a unique way to shoot over the table. So often you see the table coming in and doing this, but you reverse that whole thing. Nice. What big fill cards up here?
I had one fill card. I had one fill card. Well, it was like, this is a composite, so I shot the background and with the shadows, and that was one shot, and then the second shot was just the fill card for the front to get light on the front.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, that makes
And then
sense because this much light here, this much light would probably have opened up the shadow quite a bit right here.
Yeah. So yeah, the card was just to bring in was just to light up the front of the product, but I left the shadows.
Yeah, nice. You got your black cards or something running down the side to give that dark edge. Good.
And then I didn't have a table, so that's actually on a piece of foam core, and then I just built up the side of it to make it look like a table in Photoshop.
That's fine. A lot of commercial photographers build their own sets like this now in Photoshop. Nice.
Your gradient where it's dark from the front coming back. Did you put any noise in that?
Yeah, I did put some noise
Okay.
in too. Yeah.
Maybe just it's a little smooth at the front, maybe just a touch more.
More. Yeah.
You're talking about up here, Mark?
Yeah. Yeah, just a touch more noise up there. But it looks really good. You couldn't tell at first.
No. Looks really, really good.
I have a question. See at the front of the bottle, how you can, in the middle, it's like black or it's darker.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
It looks like curtains or something. How did that happen?
It looks like what?
It looks like in the front of the bottom of the bottle.
Yeah.
It looks like there's white and white in the middle, there's dark.
Yeah,
I
That's
think
a reflection of the shadow, isn't it?
Yeah.
I
it's a
think that's the
reflection
reflection of the shadow. Yeah.
Well, it looks good.
Yeah. It's a reflection of the shadow going up.
Okay.
Would you rotate that bottle just a hair so that the lash?
Yes.
I was
Yes.
just gonna say one last thing is we don't want to lose that just to gain that.
Actually, I did reshoot it, but I was too tired last night to do it. So but I did reshoot it because I realized at once I finished doing it. Oh, I should have rotated like just a little twist, right?
Yep. Yep. Because no matter what, when you're shooting product like this, the logo matters.
Yes, it's all
Ab-
important. So
Really important.
yeah, no,
Nicely
I agree
done,
with
Terry.
that.
Nicely done.
Thank you.
Is this your?
Yeah, that's my setup.
Oh, there they are over there.
Yep. I had to circle them so you could see.
You're gonna flash hit in the background.
Yeah.
You're gonna flash over here. Oh, that's the flash throwing the light forward. That's the flash that lit up the front.
Yeah.
Nice. Very cool. I'm always shocked how much work that you guys put into this. It's so good to see. That's a lot of work there, Terry.
Yeah, I didn't realize it was a composite until I saw the behind the scenes and saw that it was on foam core. If I didn't see the behind the scenes with the foam core, it would have been really hard to tell.
Yep. That's fun. Jonathan West.
Hi, Don.
Hi, Jonathan. Really cool. We all know what this is, but we can't see it. You know?
Exactly.
That's cool. And you did you created some black Is that black paper?
It's black paper, yeah, and a piece of white paper on top of it, and I cropped it and twisted it. And it didn't start out that way.
It adds a lot of dynamics to the picture.
Yeah, as soon as I moved it and rotated the crop, I oh yeah, that's way better because I had it squared up perfectly and it got boring.
Yeah, I very much like this. See how you shot it. What is that, a speed light?
Nope, that's a torch. It's just it's a very, very powerful single LED light.
Oh, okay.
It is super powerful. You'd probably blind yourself if you looked right at it. But that's not where it was. I had to raise it up a little bit to get the shadow down.
Okay.
I just handheld a shot above it.
That's cool. I love how sharp all this is. And it starts to get soft up here. This is how cookies work, by the way. If you want to throw a shadow on a subject, the closer the item that's making the shadow is to the subject, the sharper it is, right? The farther the item making the shadow is from the subject, which is the paper, the softer the edges become. So if you want to put like a window shadow on something, you can make a box, and using tape, you can make a window. If your item is here, you're going to see the windows. If your item is over here, it's going to be very, very much softer. And if your item's over here, you might not even see them at all. They just disappear. Nicely done, sir. That's a fun shot. Should be pretty proud of that.
Thanks.
Well, this is a nutty shot.
Stop it.
Andreas, is Andreas here? No.
Welcome, everyone.
mess-
It is the 8-week still life course. And this,
got it. She's not here. Okay. Andreas, that's really cool. Again, great. We see the inside of the nut here. We see the side of it here. We see the side of it, and then we see the inside of it. Really good, fun play on a visual thing. I'm sorry you're not here because I'd like to know how you did this shadow here. You got light on the end of this thing here. I don't know how you quite did this. Let's see. Mark, can you see what I'm talking about?
Yeah, I'm looking at the behind the scenes. She's got it's on that block that's up by the wall.
It's separated from the wall a little bit.
Yeah, just a
Okay. It's and then she's coming in at an angle. That's what's doing it.
yeah.
That is pretty dang cool, Andreas. It's a great concept. It's well executed.
How do you think she got that texture on the shadow? Is that from the wall?
I think it's from the wall. Yeah,
I think it's a wallpaper.
yeah. I think it's definitely on the wall. She's got this thing turned slightly from the wall, and then the snoot, I believe, is going straight down that piece of wood to create the shadow. And then the end of the piece of wood that I was asking about is actually being lit up by the wall itself, is lighting this wood up.
Yep.
Do me a favor, can you zoom in from behind the scenes to the wall?
Here?
Yeah, zoom in. Can you zoom in? To the to that part, the camera. Can you see? You can. Is that as far you can zoom?
Yeah, I can't zoom. I can't zoom any other way than just to tap my mouse.
Okay. Interesting.
Cool.
It's in the media album. You can always go in and look at the picture on Facebook.
That's as close as I can get.
Right.
I don't have any blow up capabilities. Cool, nice, very nice. I just think this is terrific, Andrea. Shit, Andrea here? No, I think this is really terrific. I think it's just cool idea, well executed, and really precise with your camera placement. And that always gets me excited. You are definitely directly above that marble. That one's going up a little bit. That one's coming down a little bit. And when it's so perfect like that, everything just lines up so well. Really fun. Let's see what her other try looks like. That's cool too, but it's not as cool as this. This is the one. Very nice. Look how much texture that light being down on the ground is giving that paper. It's amazing, isn't it? When you just scrape across paper, get some texture. Nice, 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 nice. Dijon.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, man. I think that's Photoshopped, but it's cool.
What part is Photoshop?
The hand. That's like that. The reflection. I mean, the shadow is one shot, and then the bow is a second shot.
We'll have to see.
Yeah.
We'll have to see.
I knew it. Is that just sunlight?
Yes.
Oops. That's terrific.
Thank you.
But is this for the arrow?
That is correct.
Oh. My dad was a bow hunter. I never got the hang of it.
Not long after COVID started letting up, I started going down to Balboa Park. Or there's a sports park area down in San Diego. So I thought, you know what? I need to do something that I haven't done in a while. A friend of mine was doing archery, and I said, I'm going to do that. So it's fun.
Yeah. That's a beautiful bow. That's really cool.
Thank you. Thank you.
How good are you?
Well, in the beginning group, I ended up winning that competition.
Well, there you go.
Yeah, I'd never shot before. It was interesting.
So what you know what you do now, right? You never enter another competition.
Oh no.
And you can confidently say to anybody, I've won every competition I've ever entered.
Yeah. It's
Very
a lot
nice.
of fun. It's a stress reliever.
Yeah. Really fun. Just standing out in front of the garage doing the shot. Nicely done, sir.
Thank you.
That's the way to do it there, Mark. That's cool. That's what we call a bold crop, Mark.
Yes. Intentional.
Yes, I'm sure.
Intentional and deliberate.
That's just a really cool shot.
Yeah, I had to hot glue the mixing devices so they were standing up on the paper on the foam core. Put a little hot glue on the bottom of it.
Is that easy to get off?
Yeah, if it doesn't come right off, I got a heat gun so I can give it a little bit of heat
Oh, okay.
but it should come off all right.
Yeah, I don't want to encourage folks because your significant other walks out into the garage and you're heat gluing their cooking utensils to a piece of board. It can cause friction.
Oh, now these came off of my prop shelf. These are mine.
Yeah.
Actually, it's probably better if they get a little bit more beat up because they're kind of that old wooden. So
I love the color coming through here, Mark. This is really cool.
Thank you.
There's the shot.
Yeah, and then we were talking about the you was talking about black cards. So I actually did that. I had to put a foam core above and on each side of the light, because my studio isn't very large and it's all white wall. So it was bouncing all over the
Bouncing
place. So
everywhere.
yeah, so I just got the foam core there, and it's a bare bulb.
Nice subtle gradient from the subject matter down. I like it, Mark.
Thank you.
It's well done. Heffalumps. Heffalumps there, Veronica.
Yeah. So as I wrote to you, I had problems getting my strobe to fire. Got it resolved, and then that was too late. So the next morning or the next day, same problem. So and I didn't realize it, at the time, because it was bare bulb, but it wasn't, originally it was a yellowish tinge on it. So I'm like, okay, I don't really like this. And I tried to change it. And I'm like, I have enough time, don't change it, do the work right. And so today I went outside and used that thing called the sun. But I live under a tree, and that's why on the left-hand side it's darker and you see those shadows from the branches and stuff. I didn't like it. So I wanted to do that, but my skill level is not good with editing. But I even went from under the tree to around the area where there's no, trees, and it's real sunny, but there's wind. So I still had my phone cores and I still had the stuff and I still did it. But it was weird to get an angle that I really liked. But I really liked doing it. It was fun, especially to see, these elephants like this. And I even moved the elephants. So the one, it looks better on a different one. So I have to do it again because I really like this. And
okay, you're using some tree shadows to break it up a little bit.
No, I wasn't using tree shadows. I was like, holy shit, there's tree shadows. I'm like, damn it. So I want to do it over where it's completely bright, completely light, and I don't have to edit.
Okay. Yeah. I think it's a really, really fun idea.
Yeah. I got it because did you guys ever see I don't know if it was like National Geographic, but they had camels walking in the desert, and they had a overhead shot, and you see these huge shadows of the camels, and you're like, how is that? And then you had to zoom in and to see what it actually was. And I'm like, oh. And these were my mother's. These were tiny, tiny things. And these were my mother's. And every time I saw them, I'm like, oh, I got to do this. I had the opportunity. But I tell you, the elephants are going to look much better because you're going to see the side view. And even the tiny elephant is sitting down playing with its nose or something. It looks like a flute, but it's really kind of, no, it's not Lawrence of Arabia. It's an actual photo of camels in the shadows in the desert,
Yep. Yeah.
So I like it. And I even did the vase with the flowers coming out, and I did this yadro with the woman swinging, and I did that and I added, some other stuff. I mean, I played around with this a lot. So I like it, and I just have to do it much better.
Yep. Do it again. Yeah. Wind is always a challenge. Wind is always a challenge.
Yeah.
I was at the beach once when a budding young fashion photographer and his bikini clad model showed up, and he tried to open a 72-inch parabolic, all parabolic. And I didn't have a video camera, but I would have at least got the last view of that parabolic as it drifted out over the sea.
Yeah. I have a flash that, I could use and try that out.
Yeah, you can do that.
Instead of
Use a
having to
desk
go
lamp would
outside.
be good for that. Yeah,
What? Say that what?
a desk lamp would probably do that just fine.
But come on, I'm a professional, David.
Yeah, well,
I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. I know, because I really want them to be longer, you know. I want to figure out how you can really get that.
The shadows to be longer?
I want the shadow, so it
yeah,
has to
you'd
be
have
farther
to-
back, right?
You'd have, no. You're using sunlight here, right?
Well, yeah, but if I
The
use,
sun would have to go farther down. If you're gonna use a strobe, if you put the strobe even with the card, that'll be the farthest it can throw the shadow, and you just move it up until where you want it.
okay, so in my mind right now, if I have the back foam board, and then here's the surface foam board.
Mhm.
If I place the elephants close to that with the light shining this way, will it make the elephants look tall and long on the back foam board? You know what I mean? Like you have the elephants walking on here, and
Yeah.
will the shadows cast here be big? With
You're
the light-
trying to
That would
cast
have
the
to,
shadows.
it'd have to be,
Yeah.
you're talking about the camel shot, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Everybody knows what the camel shot is, where the camels are walking across the desert. You see the long, all you see are the shadows, that great shot. Okay, to get it up, let's say you have a background here, and you want to get the elephant to go up the background,
I want the
You're-
shadow to be on
the
the back.
shadow to go up the background, then you have to put your light below, and they have to be right on the edge of that, because you've got to light them from down here up for them to grow up the back of that. And as the distance between this and your elephant's going to make all the difference in the world. So you're going to want to make it so you can move it forward until you get what you want.
Okay.
Yes, but that's definitely doable.
Okay. Okay.
And your camera's coming from over here, straight across, or however you want to do it, but your light has to go up. Your shadow is going to be a straight line from strobe to shadow, goes right through your subject. So straight, wherever you see the shadow is, in your mind, reverse it. That's where
Oh
the
my
light.
God, that sounds so exciting. Okay, I'm gonna try. I'm gonna
Very
try
good.
it.
Super
Yeah.
good.
Because this looks like so much fun. Even the yadra with the girl and the swing. I mean, you could even see the string holding it down. I was like, oh, it's so fascinating. So I'm going to include some of this stuff in my portfolio. So I will work on these personally.
Excellent. Very good. The new assignment is already up.
I saw
It
it.
is one big light, one big soft light. You can use a card, whatever, no other lights, just one big. When I say big, in relationship to the subject. So if you were shooting a little key fob like this, a 3 foot by 3 foot scrim would be really big. That's what we want. If you're shooting something that's 3 feet square, then you're going to want something 6 feet or more. Does natural light work? Yes. If it's soft natural light, it can't be sunlight coming through a window. It can be soft light coming through the window, if you get my drift. Not
Just
the
use the
sun
screen.
directly, just the ambient light coming through.
Okay, so I could go outside and use a scrim.
Yep.
So it's, okay.
Yep.
Don,
A big
Don?
white ball to bounce off. Yeah.
Yeah. Yes.
Don, I tried to get into the assignment and it kept asking for the words for me to type in, and I could never get in. I could see the picture, but I couldn't get into any of the lesson.
Oh, it did. I just got it. It didn't ask for a password.
No, it's not a password. It's like when it thinks you're a robot or something.
Oh,
On this?
are you human? Is it asking if you're human?
I don't have any, I have no password set up for anything. I don't have this one. Let me see if I have a password set up for this. No,
Hey, Don.
I don't have any passwords set up.
Okay, now go down below that. Go further down your screen.
To the assignments?
Yeah, I couldn't get there. Because
These,
it kept asking.
these here, they're
I
not
couldn't
supposed, they're not supposed to be there.
Okay,
These are not part of your assignment.
okay.
Hey, Dawn. Carolyn has a picture that she put in. If you go to the media tab on the Facebook group, it didn't go into, she didn't put it in the folder, and she was asking.
And
But if you
Dawn, I
go to
have
the,
one quick question as well.
Yep.
I noticed that when I was on that new assignment page, it said this was going to be the last assignment.
No.
There's one more.
That's what it's, yeah, it
That's-
says that.
Two more.
Don't
It did
let it,
say
no,
that.
no, don't forget it. I'll fix that. No, it's not the last assignment.
Okay.
All right. Yeah, I need to take these off. They are password protected. Sorry about that. Okay.
yeah, Carolyn's is on the Facebook group. If you go to the actual,
Sorry, I must have put it on I thought I put it in the right.
yeah, hit the media tab, and hers is the top left-hand corner.
This one?
Yep, that one. I thought, yeah, must have put it in the wrong area.
What is that?
It's a RGB cube. It's got a different color on each side.
And it's
So
translucent?
Yeah, yeah. So it's clear. So depending what side you have, it combines the three colors to create like the green. It's yellow, blue, magenta.
I've
Oh,
seen those advertised.
Yeah, they're a lot of fun.
That's really cool. What is this up here? Is this a
That's
reflection?
the light coming through, the reflection from the cube.
Oh, neat. And then you've got more shadows. You got a shadow on the cube.
Yeah.
Reflection, and then you got a shadow, looks like a doorway of
Yeah, it's sort of a divider.
that's cool. There's so much texture to the shot. Love that. That's just daylight, Carolyn?
Yeah, so it's just natural light.
Is this it here?
Yep, yep.
Oh,
So
there
it's
it is. There it is. There it is. Okay.
Did you make your screen? Did you make that?
No, no, I bought that.
Just lie to me, okay? You know, I don't have to do it. Right? Just say yes, I'm very talented.
Yeah, no, it's just a 3-panel
Right,
screen.
yeah, that's cool.
I like it a lot. I like it a lot, Carolyn. I love the textures of it. There's so much going on here. It's fun.
Yeah, I did a few other different ones, and I know this is pretty busy, but I thought it can be a bit confusing, but I like that it was confusing. Sort of thing.
It is confusing, and I think that's part of what makes it charming, is it forces you to look. So,
yeah.
All right, very cool. I will fix that assignment right now so that it's correct. And one big light source. It'll be a blast. Any
Can I say
questions?
something? Yeah, well, it's not a question. I just want to say, I really love this group and how everybody, not everybody, there's a lot of people shooting on the floor. I always was like, oh, I don't want to shoot on the floor. I don't want to shoot on the floor. Today I had to shoot on the ground, you know, for my stuff. And then seeing everybody, I'm like, I'm going to shoot.
Yeah,
I'm too
sometimes you-
short to get overhead. I have to.
See,
I'm
I
too
have to say, yeah, I shoot on the floor a lot because I don't want to be up on a step ladder, you know,
Yeah.
leaning over, and you know, it can be a little bit of a problem. So
Right, right. Well, as we get older, stepping up to anything, it's you know, precaution. You know, we have to run. We have to call somebody, I'm stepping down step ladder. Call me in 10 minutes. Make sure I'm alive. You know?
Ed, is the Phyllis that's in the room? Which Phyllis is in the chat room or in the meeting right now? Because there was one other one that I noticed in the.
It's not Phyllis Hollifield. She's the one that's not here.
Are you still there, Phyllis? Her image was over from Carolyn's, but it's the one to the right with the glasses and the book. I just happened to notice that one too.
Oh, okay. So this is somebody's too, isn't it?
Right, yeah.
Yeah,
Barbara
Barbara.
Sherman. Yeah.
Oh no,
Barbara,
she's
that's
here.
that's cool. Well, she's not here. Phyllis, is this yours? If it is, you're muted, Phyllis. We cannot hear you. That's very cool. I hope this is Phyllis that's down here. Her mute's still on, so that's very nice, Phyllis. Super cool. When you're putting your pictures in, put them in the albums. That's in the.
There was another one. There was a cowboy or something.
That was just the concept shot. That wasn't the.
What did I do here? Oh, here we go. When you guys put them in the media, and then go to the albums, which are, oh, wrong one. Here. Media, and then whatever album it is. The new album will go up tonight as well. So.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I just put it in the media.
Yeah. Well, if that's Phyllis over there, that's Uman Charney. That's really nice, Phyllis. I like everything about the shot. Really nice. Like the cadence of light coming down. Cool. All right. Any other questions? Fantastic. Fantastic. We will see you next time, and have a great week. Have a great weekend, everybody.
Have a good one.
Yeah, you too, folks. Bye.
See you later. See you Saturday.
Brilliant work, everyone.
Yeah.
Brilliant.
Bye.
It's true.